yakking all over the place.
Yo. But that was just because of I drank the water.
Yeah.
The water.
You drank the water there?
Yeah.
We're on an incline, like I don't know what degrees we're on, but this guy was yakking his brain off the cliff.
Okay, so before we get into that, right? Keston kind of gave us a little teaser for the first night, right? And before we get into how Michael ended up getting to Brazil, I wanted to ask Keston, how was the experience within the first 24 hours of being in Brazil?
You want us to be a podcaster so bad. Dee, you didn't take your shot yet, so I'm gonna let you take a shot.
Keston, story time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna back it up even before the first night. Arriving at the airport, get off the aircraft. Of course, it's crazy hot. I'm like, okay, cool. I take my first nap in Brazil in my car. Walk down the little moving elevator or escalator thing or sidewalk thing. Okay, cool.
Continue to check in, please.
All right, we get to immigration.
Pause the story. I'm giving Cause the access to fast forward and rewind when he wants to freely because this is his brother.
I'll be speaking fast for the parts that don't matter much. We'll see. Get to immigration, stamp, we're in.
Okay, great. Continue.
All right, so we get to some guy approaches us. SIM card. And we know we need a SIM card, right? So how much? Rinsing us. They want to charge like 80 Canadian dollars, and we thought that was good.
Good luck, Cause.
Yeah.
Story time. Okay, let's go. Keston, story. We're gonna do this correctly. Let's go.
Keston, skip all that.
Yeah,
go
just
to
get
the
into
check-in. Go to the check-in.
Go
Check-in.
to the interesting
Check-in to
shit.
Airbnb.
Yeah. So get to the airport right before we get picked up.
Airport. Airbnb. I don't care about the airport.
Yeah. So we get to the Airbnb. We're obviously very lost. And my friend sets us up with a phone number and like, okay, we're getting settled in. Install the app to order food, which is called iFood, which is our Uber Eats. Everything's good. Everything like that. We go to have our first drink at the beach bar. Everything's good. Take our first pictures. Like, okay. We get hustled very aggressively because we don't know how to handle it.
So who's hustling you now?
Just a lot of people on Copacabana Beach, which is the main beach, where it's one of the busiest beaches in the world. I'm pretty sure it has that status. We get coached on how to handle that.
Question: how were you dressed? What were you wearing?
Oh, normal. The normal.
What's normal?
no.
Just a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay.
But
Outfits.
I think people heard us speaking English. Now we know that we don't speak English publicly on that beach for obvious reasons. We figured that out very quickly, and we had to even move to a different table that was more inside of the beach bar, away from the sidewalk, because the hustle was real. We couldn't even enjoy ourselves. So that got sorted. Now we learned quickly, and we got coached on do not speak English openly, speak Portuguese. Like, okay, great.
Properly.
So we got that sorted. Had a great afternoon on the beach. Head back. We have some food. We relax. Had some drinks. It's the night of my boy's birthday. So because we had plans next day and stuff, and they're tired, my two friends went back home, and myself and my boy were just there. I was like, okay, we want to go out. Yeah, let's do it. We got coached on what would be open on like a Sunday night, and it came down to Lapa. Now, Lapa is a party central of one of the party centrals of Brazil, but you need to know how to operate Lapa.
Basically like a King Street. I would say it's like a King Street.
It's a King Street, but based off the day you go, you need to behave differently.
For those of you who aren't in Toronto, King Street is like the clubbing district of Toronto.
Yeah.
Yep. So we know the basics that, okay, we're told to be very careful, and we're told like many times, and now after the story I'm about to tell,
I like hearing
now we understand, but be careful. Obviously, be careful, whatever. But when you're in the moment and you just got there and you're not sure how this country operates, you're failing, right? So
sorry to interrupt you. Question for you. At this point, as you're about to like go to Lapa, how many drinks deep are you?
Oh, many. Like
approximately 5.
We're like a good 4 to 5. So we're feeling good.
Okay, you're feeling nice.
So we go there, and
Tipsy.
in the ride there, because Lapa's not that close to where we're staying. We're staying in like a pretty upscale part of Brazil. So Lapa is not upscale, but very good for partying.
Talk about it.
So in the Uber on the way there,
Tino?
we're talking about our plan of execution as we're driving through the ghettos to get there.
Yeah,
Dude,
you had to
there's
say
something
plan of
called the-
execution. The way you said that, you said eggplant. I was like, yo, talking about my
Yeah.
eggplant.
So we go through the ghettos, something called the favelas. Those of you who are Brazilian know exactly what the favelas
You guys
are.
passed through that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brother,
I'm ducking.
we've been in there.
Shot
I'm ducking.
So we're like,
You don't realize-
I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, okay, this is our first night there. I'm like,
Yeah.
Question: did your friend see any issue with? You know how you noticed the issue? Did your friend see any issue?
oh no. It was
Got
just
it.
nothing was
Okay,
happening.
salute. Keep going.
And I'm pointing out. I'm like,
Like, no, you realize that in some parts of the favelas, if you're an Uber, they'll give you a warning that says moving through shantytown, dangerous area. Like your phone will give you a notification.
yep.
Like it'll
Your
say
phone?
danger zone.
Yeah.
Like it's like a think of like an Amber Alert. That's basically
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
Oopski,
So-
turn the fuck around.
So yeah, so and Uber's driving at good speed, so I wasn't that concerned, right? So so we get through, and then we arrive in Lapa. It's the first night, and I'm like, oh my god, oh lord, okay, cool. Uber's like, okay, get out here. I'm like, okay. we get out, and things got real. I was like, okay, plan for execution. We're gonna do a warm up. All right, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're gonna go to this calm place over here,
Right.
To gain the confidence.
vibe, yeah.
Everything like that, just to get into this, right? We go there.
For sure.
Everything went fine. Everything's great, right?
How many drinks do you have? This matters.
We had at this point we had 2 more drinks in this place.
Okay.
We spoke Portuguese for the first time. Everything went well. We got our drinks and we're like just dancing, just whatever. And then like these 2 people get into a fight and they're getting us involved. And then my friend is getting involved. I'm like, no. Come back here right now. No. And then he's entertaining it. I'm like, do not talk to them. Just ignore them. Right?
Right.
And then ignore whatever. And then he's like, yeah, wasn't I right? I'm just saying nothing because I'm not getting involved in that. And she's like hitting him and this and that. And my friend's getting involved. I'm like, you stand here right now. I'm not dealing with this right now. So it tapers down. Everything's calm. Another hour goes by. Okay, I think we're ready. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Just look out, right?
Red flag.
I do that. Everything's fine. I wasn't sure what the bathroom was like, but it was fine.
Okay.
Get back, have one more drink. I'm like, okay, I think we're ready to move up. We're ready to graduate.
We're at 8 drinks, by the way.
We're at
viewers.
we're at like 8 drinks right now. So we're ready to graduate. Let's go to the next place, all right? Go to the next place, right across the street, house music, the whole deal.
Your shit. Your type of music.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, so it was basically like that, and it went from 0 to 100, right? And when it went to 100, that was good. We liked 100. But when it went to 120, we didn't like that, right? So whoever's watched The Walking Dead would know the girl named Michonne. So this Michonne character approaches us with like a black cape and doing the whole like dance with the cape and the cape's flying, and she was
you got mesmerized.
she had a pretty good looking Michonne, right? And then she started dancing up with my friend, dancing with me.
She's a local?
She's a local. She's doing this. We were spinning her around, and we're like the attraction of that club that night. It was very nice, right?
I was right.
And then like an hour of us chilling goes by, right? And then the place is starting to close down at this point. It's around 2:30, 3 o'clock, right?
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, let's go. I'm not ready to go home yet. Let's chill." And we're just like, and like we had plans to leave by 3 o'clock because we know it's not good to be there past 3 o'clock. She pulls us to this next place, like 5 doors down, right? We go in. It's rough, right? Drinks got spilled all over me, and I'm soaking wet. Doesn't matter how it happened, just that happened. And I'm just like, okay, it's 3:20.
Question.
Soaking
Sorry
wet.
to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It's 3:20. How many drinks now have you had? I just want to get an
Like
idea.
10.
10.
Jesus. And now on the scale of like drunkenness, you're feeling it now. Like
I'm
you're
feeling it, but I'm coherent.
okay.
I'm coherent.
I just want to know. And your friend was
Same,
higher than you or lower than you?
Same.
Same?
Same on the
Okay.
level.
And just for reference, the clubs close at like 6 a.m. Right?
Yeah, they close at 6. They close at 6,
Good
but,
to know.
but there's one particular place because of Sunday was closing earlier, so they close different times. There's no regulation.
It's still 3 o'clock and it's still closing earlier. Shit, that's still good.
yeah.
It's Sunday and you're out.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Like,
the
what?
first. It's the first night meeting that you're still
So
out.
Lapa's not somewhere you go to on Sunday night for the
Yeah.
reasons I'm about to tell you, right? It gets shaky very
doesn't make any sense, but-
much quicker than a Friday or Saturday night.
Listeners, it's about to get lit. Hold on now.
So I'm soaking wet, and I'm like,
Pause.
and I'm like, friend,
That's
it's time we go because I'm soaking. I'm uncomfortable, and it just doesn't look very safe anymore. It's very rough looking. It's changed in the last few hours now. It's time to go, right? And then then Michonne is now trying to keep us to get us to stay and whatever the case is, right? And then
You could use the name John
and then
for your
and
friend.
then my friend John is just like,
Yeah.
oh, why don't you come back to our place?
Jane.
And I'm like, no, we're not going back to our place because we're an hour away. We're in a whole different part of Brazil. I don't really know you that well. How about we go to your place? I was willing to take that chance.
So-
which is 1 block away.
Mind you, Keston's not talking about the friend. He's talking about Michonne.
Yes.
So, because Michonne is asking to pull up to the spot that him and John have.
Yeah.
But Keston's on some, no,
Yeah.
let's go to your own place.
Yeah.
Let's go to Michonne's
Yeah,
place.
which is like over there, which is like, okay, that's
and,
easier.
and mind you, you don't really know Michonne, so you don't know her place, if it's a setup, if it's,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
no. Okay, got
It
it.
was that one basically backed up against a wall a bit. It's better that than coming an hour to our place and no. That's
And this is one of the conversations we're going to have and we're going to be stuck on for right now, and we're going to get back into your story.
So first things first, honestly, me in that situation, I would just got her number because you can tell that she's very, very pushy. I'll get her number, tell like honestly, like tonight, like I'm really tired, just got in here, yo, like about to slide back and just relax myself. I'll get her number and I'll play it out and see how she is. I'm not going to her spot because you don't know what's at her spot.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
spot
not
was
from
like
here.
there, though.
Yeah,
You
I
can
don't
see
get
it.
Keston.
No.
Keston, you walk in there,
And it's an alleyway, and-
you and John, and that door closes, lock, ching,
Yeah.
ching, and then you look around, man's coming downstairs.
Man,
you gotta
with
get
the
the-
fucking
you gotta get the
shit to cut you
backstory,
up
too.
and all that shit.
You gotta
It's
get the
like,
backstory. If they're
no.
local there, you go to their house, what's the worst case scenario? They harvest your kidneys. If you go to your house, worst case scenario is
You
they
get
steal your
robbed.
shit. So I'll take that over them.
I'll
taking
take them rob me more than my shit getting cut up. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'll just get her number and text her.
Yeah.
Because I'm there for a month.
Yeah.
This is the first night. What
She
do
was
we need to get
accepting
done?
nothing.
But-
She was accepting anything but coming back to our place.
And I would tell her no.
And my friend John was like convincing me. Basically, it was 2 against 1, and I got started getting very aggravated. Right. So
Wow.
that being said,
proud of
she,
you.
So she took a bottle. And she's putting the bottle in her mouth. No, before
wait,
that.
wait,
Before
wait.
that,
Hold on,
she
hold
knows
on,
that
hold
she
on.
grabbed our dicks so hard, both of our dicks at the same time.
that's not how-
so hard that I thought I needed surgery on my dick. Right? It was really bad. It hurt. And I was like, that hurt, right? And she grabbed it, gripped it. I've never had my dick grip like that. And I was I was like, fuck.
Okay.
And then she had the bottle.
Pause
Pause the story.
Pause the story. Oh, God.
I wanted to just stick back to what we were talking about on terms of
Jesus
just the going
Christ.
back to Shorty's crib or not. Cause is 110% right. This is one of those where John is way too horny.
It's been a while.
And John, you could tell John hasn't gotten pussy or attention in a long time. Let me just also say this is why it's very important for people to be able to talk to people where they're from and go out on dates and interact with
Females.
men, vice versa, whatever is your choice, you interact with them, because when you go on a trip and you don't know yourself and you're finally getting attention, you want to do things like how Keston has said and is about to go into. This is why it's important to, one, know yourself and also be able to be comfortable from where you're from. I know I'm the number one person. If there was an Andrew Tate of Toronto, low key, it would probably be me, just because, I'm on the side of interacting with things out here is terrible.
Absolutely
It is
trash.
terrible. But at the same time,
You have to do
generally.
you have to do it, because if you go out there, wherever there is for you, and you're not used to attention, females, dancing with women, talking to women, you're gonna get caught up and do things like how Keston has said John has been moving, or how Keston is going to explain how John's been moving.
Michael, what do you think?
I think the second they start getting pushy, no matter what it is, if you suggest anything to me, I'm already like being skeptical. So you just gotta have good critical thinking skills. But the second they start pushing something on me, I'm like, okay, why?
I'm gonna
What are your
plan on
motives?
Give me the number.
I'm gonna plan the night.
The number.
And yeah,
The
I'm gonna
number,
get, 'cause mind you,
IG, important things.
viewers, for your reference, this is the first night and they're there for a month. What am I rushing for? I just got here. Let me play things on. See, I don't know. I need to look around and figure out my
Yes.
environment.
Yes.
And I told John this. I'm like, we just got here. We don't
Just
know
got,
what's
we
going
don't
on here.
need to be doing all that. So DV, very good point. I agree with
It's just
exactly what you're saying as
important.
well,
It's just
too.
important.
Critical thinking, 100% you need critical thinking. Because So
Yeah.
All right,
Things,
Keston.
yeah.
back into the story. This is gonna be a segment for sure.
Things didn't add up because she somehow she wants to cook for us. I'm like, you're gonna cook for us at 6 a.m.
Poison.
6 a.m. And I'm thinking back to some stories that our friend who's a local there told us about what can happen to men in terms of poisoning and whatnot. She wants to cook for us. An hour away in our condo. Like, no, it's like just things were not adding up, right?
Come on.
Cook. Not even like the good stuff. Cook. Not even like, cook. Like, no, I'm not interested in cooking. I'll cook tomorrow. Right? Like,
Continue.
So I'm like, it's like it's almost 4:00. It's time to go. It's time to go. So we had a bag of booze because you can buy booze in bars to go.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 That's amazing.
Yeah, for like basically nothing Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
So, anyways, right? So, so I decided to walk away, saying it's time to go. Hoping John will follow. Right?
John
doesn't follow.
Right.
Okay. I turn around. John's still there, arguing about coming to our place with this girl, and I walk back, and John's like, Keston, just let her come. I'm like, no, I'm putting my foot down. She's not coming. She's not coming. All right. I walk away. We're going. I walk away. I look. John's still not coming. I'm like, fuck.
What was he doing?
Just there. Like eating this
Smooching.
girl's face. Just smooshing hard. Eating this girl's face. Like,
That's the other thing too, though.
Yeah.
They all love to kiss off the bat.
What? 24 hours. Let's stay here. Let's stay here. We're in the 24 hours.
Yeah.
You don't worry.
Yeah,
we
we're
were
gonna
talking
get to
about
that.
you just now.
yeah. So then I.
Wait, she's speaking English?
So,
Or is it
yeah.
translated?
No. She speaks English.
Oh,
She speaks
no.
English, right?
She's a work. That's the work.
she's a
That's the work. That's the work.
She's a
Then.
veteran.
Yeah, she speaks English. Yeah, pretty good English too, right? And then, and then after,
This is why me and Cuz are brothers.
and then I walk back.
Red flag. It's a blood.
And I walk back because it's over like 20, 30 minutes. This is like a long time of me pushing to let's go home, right? And
Okay.
the roads are getting darker, not like for the daylight dark,
But like
sketch.
shakier.
Really sketch. I'm like, it's Sunday. It's time to go. And I'm now screaming at this point, let's go. Like, I'm like, screw this.
And obviously, that John listened, right?
No. Try not listen. All right. I'm not listening. So,
You're saying something about a bottle. You're saying something about a bottle.
yeah, the
You're-
bottle's
you're gonna
coming.
get to that.
The bottle's coming, right? So then I walk back and I start cussing this girl out. I'm like, it's like, cause she's just like, oh, I'm gonna bring John back only to my place, and you can go. And I'm like, you are not taking my best friend by yourself. It's not freaking happening. He's staying with me.
I have a question. Was John fully about her idea of singling out?
No,
Y'all.
no. John says I am staying with Keston. I need to stay with Keston, and there's no way I'm leaving his side. I'm like, yeah, I know. So we're going home, and you're gonna go home too.
Listen, I want to give John the proper sound drop, and I want to do the clapping for him. But at the same time, no, you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
No.
Putting y'all at risk.
Big time. This could have been avoided just by saying, "Hey, let me get your number." Honestly, I'm gonna holler at you. and
Let's keep it pushing.
bro. Come on.
Yeah, not, and especially because on the first night we're just getting to
It's
know
not
the country.
Toronto.
Like on the 20th day, we kind of navigate our way around. Not on the first.
20 a day and the first 24 hours is totally
Very
different.
different. We
Big
can
time.
navigate our way around Brazil at this point, right? So, anyway, so after like I don't know the fourth or fifth time of now walking back as I'm walking. This
guy did a lot of walking.
No, so okay, so before that last point, so the second last time of walking back, she gets really pissed because I cussed her, right? And she smashes a bottle in front of us, like right, glass could have went over our eyes, and I'm like, okay, we're done. I'm not talking to you ever again. Get the hell away from me. Get the hell away from me right now. I was so mad, right? And even then, John was very cool about Scott smashing in our face. And I'm like,
I'm gonna repeat what Evie was talking about. You have to know yourself. You have to know your worth at that point. Because mind you, you're in Brazil. There's gonna be multiple other things that look just like this
Or better.
or better. So we gotta make sure like we're on a 100 note. Come on now.
so I walk away and I'm mad. And I'm mad. I'm like, John, you need to follow me right now. We're going home, right? And John does not follow, right? And I walk back for the last time before the next thing happens, which is gonna change the game here, right? As I'm walking back,
It's gonna be a good segment.
as I'm walking back, all I hear is, Keston, get in a taxi, get in a taxi. I'm like, what? I'm like, my phone is gone. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And that a tear starts going down my eyes. I'm like, my phone is gone. I'm like, I get in this taxi. The taxi starts skirting. Now they skirt on a normal basis. This is extra skirting now. I'm like, what's going on? It's like this motorcycle took my phone. I'm like, what? And this taxi's skirting, like doing like fucking skirting around corners and whatever. And I'm like, okay, it's either this motorcycle guy is gonna kill us or we're gonna die in a car accident, one or the other, right?
Okay.
And this guy's skirting, dirt.
He's chasing the guy or he's
chasing the guy, chasing
Motorcycle.
him, chasing
this is
a guy in the motorcycle
High-speed chase first
in a
24 hours.
crap Chevy with a 1 liter engine. And
okay.
yeah, and eventually, the guy's like, "Oh, can't find whatever," and I'm like,
Right.
"Let's get out." We don't pay the guy. I'm like, just get out of this freaking car." Close the door, right? And I'm now cussing at John. Like, John, we're going backwards.
And your shirt's still wet, right?
Oh, I'm soaking. I'm sticky. I'm nasty.
okay.
I'm disgusting.
making sure.
I'm a freaking disaster at this point, right?
Got it.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
and I'm like,
About to get worse.
I'm like, $1,000 iPhone on the first night gone. $1,000 iPhone, it's gone. What are we gonna do? We're here for a month. How are we gonna work? Right? And not much emotion.
stupid.
Sorry.
So not much emotion. It was a piece of metal. I'm like, we're gonna get killed out here. We're gonna get killed. Right?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
And what time is it now?
so this is at this point we're like a solid like 3:30 in the morning or something.
No, you said it was coming up on 4, so I'm saying
Well, it's probably close to 4. It's late.
Okay,
It's late,
around them times.
right?
Sure.
It's late, right? So I'm cheesed, right? So we're walking down the street. I'm like walking ahead because I'm just pissed, right? Okay. Michonne and John are following behind.
Wait, so
still
wait.
there?
I have a question.
She's
So
still there.
so then that means Michonne got in the Uber.
Oh yeah,
with
we're
you?
all in the Uber.
What? She got in the
No,
car
no,
too?
Taxi. We're on a taxi.
Oh my
We're on a taxi. I couldn't even look at this woman. I couldn't even look at this woman. I was so mad.
Wait, what was this? Were you were in the front seat? There,
No, all three of us in the back.
all three in the back. Oh,
Right.
You sitting beside Matt? I mean,
How's his dad?
done this in a while.
Yeah.
oh my god.
He's gone true. He's gone true.
If I was there, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Oh.
The amount of thirst from John
Yeah.
is not even comparable to the kids in Africa right now.
oh my god.
That type of thirst is insane.
That's nasty work.
What?
So she's still following, and I keep saying, "You need to go home now. You need to get you need, like this is you need to get away." Because I don't even know whether it's a setup, whether she knew the motorcycle guy or whatever the case is. Because she's mad.
All these things are running through your head
It's
right
been
now.
all running
and
through my head.
everything
So
is
I'm
so
like, you need to
surreal.
stay away from us. Don't come near us. And I'm
Right.
walking ahead. My John is in the middle, and then Michonne's like kind of like maybe 10 meters behind John, right? And I'm mad. I'm so mad, like it's furious, right? So I'm walking past this bar thing where they have like those little
Patio tables,
or
okay.
whatever, and they're stacked up. They're ready to close, and I push this thing over. Tables go everywhere. They shatter and everything like that. I'm so mad, right? I have to keep walking. Guys, the bar guys like, yeah, and I don't care, right? And then this big guy,
Batman.
this big guy's like, yo, come here. I'm like, okay, I should probably turn around, right? I turn around. This guy is pissed, right? So I walk up, I'm like, I'm sorry. My friend's phone just got stolen. I'm sorry. And what's he do? He takes a table and he throws it at me. So he throws it at my face. I go collapsing to the ground, right?
God. Wait, I don't even know this part of the
Yeah.
story.
Stupid.
Yeah, I go collapse to the ground. I'm
You
like,
stupid.
and I'm like,
You stupid. You stupid.
So I'm thinking to myself, this is getting bad. This is getting bad.
Oh, now it's getting bad.
This is getting not good. And I get up. I'm like, John, we need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
John here, like, yeah. No, working out.
Yeah. We need to go. So at that point, when
I hear none of that shit you say.
So when I got a tablecloth to my face, now John is just like, okay, we're gonna go home.
Oh my.
So I'm like recovering. I'm like
Because you're just in a TLC match, table ladders, chair match. Okay.
So I'm sitting there. Michonne is still standing there beside me.
Oh my god, this girl
And
does not leave.
I'm
The fact that she's still there should tell you something.
and I'm like, you need to be.
You stupid.
You need to get away from us right now. I'm dead serious. Get away from me now. Right?
Okay. So wait, I have a
John
question.
is
This is just a stupid side question. I'm sorry, cousin. How many times do you think you told Michonne, yo, leave us alone? just think.
Probably
at least
around like
100.
20 to 30
okay.
times, accurate times of time.
How many times did you tell John it's time to go?
Probably more than that. Right? So
We're gonna pause. We're gonna pause.
yeah, so I'm recovering on this concrete curb, holding my head, and I'm like, we're going to get killed if we don't go home. So you get away from me. I don't want to see you. John, we're going home now. Take my phone, because I can't even see my phone properly, and you need to call us an Uber and get us out of here, right? So I passed John my phone, right? Holding my head, just trying to gain my bearings and recover from this table that went to my face. Right?
So,
And-
sorry, was this like a plastic like this or
One of those. It was one of those tables.
Okay.
And yeah, just went clunk to my face, right?
I wish I could have watched that
Yeah.
for just friendship
right.
purposes.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Anyways, right. So I'm holding my head because it got right above my eye. Luckily, it wasn't in my eye.
Wait, did John see this happen?
Yeah. He was standing right there.
And what was his reaction?
And after that, then he's like, "Yo, I think we got to go home."
Wait,
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what was his reaction? So you got a table thrown at you, and he was like, "What?"
No, he pulled me up off the ground. Right? He's like, "Yo, bro, we got to go home now." I'm like, I've been saying we got to go home.
Yo.
Like,
Oh, now you wanna go home.
I would be so
we're
angry.
gonna get killed out here. We gotta go home now. So I'm like, like he's basically just holding me up and just trying to guiding, and Michonne's still following,
Oh my god.
and she's crying now and doing this, baby.
God.
Like, I'm so sorry this happening.
Yeah, they be saying baby a lot.
Yeah,
They're quick.
right? And then I'm like, I need to sit down. I need to sit down. My head is hurting. I need to sit down. Take my phone, John. Call us an Uber. We're getting out of here. Michonne, you need to walk away from us right now. I don't want to see you. Right? And she's crying and bawling her eyes out and doing all that. Right? And I'm holding my head there. And all of a sudden, as John has my phone in his hand, another motorcycle comes and takes my phone.
I was about to say, right?
I
wait.
jump up.
The same ones or different?
We don't know. Who knows?
You guys
Who
need
knows?
to
Probably
see one
organized.
different
Took
one.
the
the fucking
Who
phone.
knows? Another motorcycle comes and grabs my phone. I jump up, right? John grabs it. I grip it. Right? We're both like guarding this thing, right? And I'm like,
Wait,
fuck
wait.
you, right? And the guy drives off, and I'm like,
We gotta go.
John, we are going to get murdered out here. Get in that taxi right now. We don't have time for an Uber. There's no Uber. There's no time for Uber. Get in it. We're gonna die right now. Get in the car, right? And then John gets in. I get in. Michonne's trying to get in. I'm like, I shove her off. I'm like, I close the door, and then she's like banging on the window and crying and bawling her eyes out. Her face is up against the window, and I'm like, drive, right? And then the guy drives off, right? And I'm there like shook. Like I am so shook. I'm like, we could have died. We this is really unsafe. We could have died, right?
So-
and I'm leaning on the window, right? Nothing is being said in the car. Nothing. I'm very pissed off at John. I can't even look at it.
Guys, stress levels were on 100
Yeah,
note.
I'm thinking about how we could have died like 5 times in this evening, right? And then after like, because it's an hour drive, after like 15 minutes or so, I finally say something. I'm like, yo, we got to talk, eh? We got to talk.
Like you're saying, you gotta talk to yourself.
We got to talk.
You gotta talk to
Okay,
yourself.
and this is when college press fast forward to the talk.
Yeah.
Conversations.
So this is our first night here.
Yes.
So now it's the first morning.
$1,000 iPhone is gone.
Your faces mash up.
Like my head is hurting.
He technically chose the thing over y'all's safety.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm like, we need to look after each other, right? We have to look after each other. We need to like, if you're calling me out saying we have to go home, I'm gonna listen to you, and we're gonna go home because there's something that you're seeing that I'm not seeing. I saw something that you weren't seeing. You need to listen to me because it could end really bad. And you just got here, right? So now $1,000 iPhone is gone. Like we
the
are
phone,
here,
so-
we are here for a month.
safety.
Like, and our safety was jeopardized more than once this evening. You need to listen. We need to listen to each other. I'm listening to you. You're listening to me. This cannot happen no more. And John was saying it's just a piece of metal and whatever. But like that's besides the point. Forgetting about the metal.
your
If we repeat this process, it wouldn't be just a phone. It'd be something else.
In Oregon.
So, like, we need to listen to each other. We need to take care of each other. I'm here to take care of you. You take care of me. We're Canadians. We're not Brazilian. Right. So we got back. All right. Things a little bit rocky. Right. Went to sleep. Woke up. Right. Kind of rehashed the conversation, and then we really realized things were hacked and compromised. That was a whole nother situation.
But wait, I thought it was just a piece of metal.
Yeah.
Not, not like technology or anything.
Basically,
a
it
lot
was
of
just a piece of
things.
metal. They basically hacked important property
John's
outside
property.
of John's property, not even personal property, but business property as well.
Shit.
And that obviously could be very bad for business.
So how did they get in?
We don't
the
even
phone
know.
was unlocked
yeah,
when
the
it got
phone was. So
stolen.
yeah, that's right. The phone was
Because they were
unlocked
looking for the Oopsie.
because the Uber was being called, so they had a chance to go do malicious things.
Absolutely.
Right. So this whole situation was days of trying to recover personal emails to get into other things. Everything's two-factor nowadays. That two factors into business things, and it was a very big mess for many days before eventually recovering the personal email.
Fast forward. Okay.
But still
Fast
without a
forward.
phone.
Sorry, I was-
and then eventually buying a very crap phone in Brazil just to get us
Make
by.
ends meet.
So
And
I'm gonna say the story is pretty much done there, but like, did you think like they like what's his name learned from this situation from John? Learned from this situation
I
from
think
that?
so.
Because like I feel like
I think so. At the
is-
moment of when hearing it was a piece of metal, I think that was very premature. But I think down the road, as we were there on the first night, we were there for 5 more weeks at that point. That obviously it's realized that there's a certain way we need to move here if we're going to survive as a Canadian there, right? So at that being, and when our local friend found out, she was very upset, and it just showed, and I showed John like this is how our friend is reacting to the situation. So it's very serious, and we can't let this happen again. Like we need to understand where we are. We're not Brazilian, and we need to play our cards right. Toronto's a different vibe. Toronto's different. You can bring home most girls in Toronto, and you'll be okay. You cannot do that here.
Yo, also, let me just state the obvious because there's some people that don't understand the obvious. Yo, places outside of from where you're from are different. Just go with that. It don't matter about how the reviews look. It's just different.
it is.
You know the area from where you're from, so you know the side blocks, the main blocks, which club is hot, which club is not, all those things. You don't know shit about shit once you step out of your area.
Don't.
Period.
I agree, but at the same time, I don't like
Women are
living
women,
life
though.
in fear. So
No.
just apply common sense.
That's not
Exactly.
exactly, and that's not
but-
even what
but
I'm
wait,
trying
wait.
to say.
But my
I'm not
thing
trying to apply the fear thing. I'm just saying, yo, you are not from here.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Move accordingly.
Your
Move
baseline.
slow. Move slow.
Yeah,
Move
yeah.
a little bit slow. Like, hey,
Shit is
take your
just
time.
different.
Be aware.
But my thing is, common sense is not common. You may have common sense, but yeah, remember, other people don't have that.
Yeah.
Other people don't have
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And then for
unfortunate.
John's instances, yo, you don't get pussy on the regular. You don't know how it is to interact with women once you go out. So of course you think the first amazing, beautiful Brazilian thing that's
Applying
talking
pressure,
to you
yeah. Applying pressure to you.
is the one.
Nope.
Dog.
So my
You have
story,
to act. You have to be used to this and be cool in those spots.
Yeah, so my
ahead,
story is
Keston.
basically done, but the last thing I want to say is the one thing I was mostly upset about is that this is not a personal thing related to John, but I was put at risk. I was put at risk, and things could have ended up very badly that night.
This is a personal thing for John.
And I did not. No, it wasn't just John putting himself at risk. He put
No, oh,
me at risk, and I did not like that.
the personal thing is John putting others at risk.
Yes.
That's how I look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He's
yeah.
putting others at risk
I was-
for his own thing, his
the
own
main thing-
selfish
that was the main
needs.
thing I was looking at. I'm like,
Fuck outta
I'm
here with
like,
that
I'm
shit.
like I was put at risk, and things could end up very badly. We could have gotten stabbed, shot. A lot of things could could have
Kidneys,
happened. We don't know where
yeah.
Michonne came from, whether this is a setup, her biker friends or whatever. That I didn't like the fact that on the first night we could have gotten badly injured, right? And I did get injured, not badly, but I got injured, all right? And I didn't like that. On the first night, we arrived like 14 hours ago in Brazil.
All I have to
So,
say is
that's
I
the end
am
of my story.
happy that I told your barbers to give you some insight before you go. I told them, yo, talk to Keston. I knew you were going to the barbershop. I said, yo, talk to Keston. Give him some little 1-2 insights. Just keep his ass on the 1-2s because you need to have your head and your brain, even if you're drunk, you need to know what's popping around you. You can't make yourself look stupid. Like me, first night, I would not be drunk. First night in Brazil. I would be like maybe 2 drinks deep, sipping on a drink, and I'm just analyzing because I want to see how people are acting with me and how I'm going to move with them. How do I mix into things? That's the way
You gotta scan.
First night out, no, I'm not teeing up. Nope. I'm having it cool.
I'll tee up, but in the spot.
Oh, yeah, at the spot. But if I'm outside, if I'm outside in the town,
I need some time to actually take in. Yo, we just got here. Let's cool out. Let's breathe out, and let's do a little 1-2. Just recon work from inside the crib.
that sounds like a mission.
Recon work, but we got to do recon work from
have
inside the crib.
They
Just to
did
know.
though. They had a conversation before.
No, recon work as in I'm getting to swiping like, okay, oh you bad, oh really,
Keeping it 100. Like I'm happy. Like things did progress and got better, and nothing crazy happened. You guys learned off the first night, which unfortunately you guys lost a phone. But fuck a phone.
Yeah.
Fuck a phone. You got smacked in the head. Thankfully, you didn't have a concussion. Like, gotta be thankful for the little wins still. No
Yeah,
cap.
for
So,
sure.